Hello, my Jason, and welcome to my review of Volume 13 of Twin Star Exorcists. And so with this volume here, really big step up in terms of action and development for side characters as well, especially with the final battle with very big highlighting names of Shima versus Tenma. Very big development there for a very powerful character in Tenma. But Rokuro starts off this battle against Kankuro, trying to provoke him into using his mystic gear. You have Kankuro, lots of flashbacks in this volume here, but they were very valuable flashbacks. They really provided a lot of good character development for a lot of characters. Kankuro, especially, basically he was a doctor before, taking care of ill children, but not so ill that they had to be taken to another island, the island that Rokuro is on. At least the one Rokuro grew up in. Basically, they stayed in this island and they received exorcist training as well at the same time. And so, Kankuro, he takes these kids out on a field trip. Things go wrong, and basically has to choose between the safety of the island from all the Kagiri around, over the lives of the children who are captured by Kagiri. And so he uses mystic gear to destroy, the occupation, Kagiri. However, he sacrifices the kids in the process, and so up until then, up until this moment, he's basically solidified himself, using the mask to suppress his powers. And so Rokuro, in a very similar situation, obviously we've seen before Rokuro's past, where he had to do a similar thing. He had to sacrifice his friends in order to save everyone else and save himself in the process. And so a bit of a cliche sort of thing there, where the enemy of the protagonist or the adversary of the protagonist it can relate to the protagonist in some sort of way. Big thing is shown in anime and manga as well, and so a bit annoying there, but I don't really mind it too much. It's a very minor thing, minor nitpick, and if you've read a lot of shonen manga. And so eventually Kankuro releases the Impurity Eater, his mystic gear. Rokuro and Kankuro have a very explosive sort of battle, but Rokuro wins out in the end thanks to the courage that Benio has given him. And so a bit of an annoying thing there, where Benio is sort of a device used to prompt up Rokuro. However, I think probably in the next volume, I'm guessing, where we'll get some sort of update on Benio, how she's doing in her time on the other island, and sort of trying to get her powers back in some sort of way. The next big battle is Ioroi Narubi versus Inayaki Arata and his magical girl familiars. Lots of magical girl familiars, some double team action for them, very cute stuff there. But the flashback for this battle has to do with Narumi and his wife Tamami, their relationship, how that all started. Very cute things going on with Tamami helping out Narumi when he was a kid, and at least she gave him the courage to become stronger the way he is now. He sort of came from nothing, did come from a noble elite family, but he still grew up, grew stronger and strong enough to become one of the heavenly commanders. And they both sort of motivate each other in some sort of ways. I love Tamami when she was sort of praying, hoping that Ioroi could win out this battle. Very cute stuff between them in such a very short amount of time relative to the rest of the whole entire series. But battle ends in a draw. I guess it's a sort of situation where you could have beat me at some other points, but you still went easy on me at some points as well. So they sort of agreed to disagree that they both could have destroyed each other at some points in the battle, but still really awesome battle between these two. And so the final fight for this volume is Shima versus Tenma. Shima, one of his biggest grievances against Tenma is him calling a bird Maru all the time, but the flashback has to do with Tenma this time around, where Tenma, how he became the head of the Unomiya house, became the head of the house at 10 years old through a very tragic circumstance. The ritual, sort of battle royale-esque sort of thing with the Unomiya house, where 10 candidates are chosen and they have to fight to the death until one remains. And Tenma was the last one. He killed his own sister. Very tragic sort of thing going on there, where the sister character, she was this very nice sort of person. However, by her death's door, she does sort of a heel turn kind of thing. She changes her personality, saying, tragic, isn't it? Everyone who understands you and can really empathize with you are all dead now. You're going to be alone by yourself. And it's this whole idea of the people who are strongest are the most lonely. And for Shima, he has to surpass Tenma in order to free him of his loneliness, and we have these moments where Tenma sort of screams out in agony and these mixed emotions coming out when he's screaming and crying, both in the flashback and also in his battle against Shimon as well. Shimon unleashed a new enchanted gear to take on Tenma, and so he'll have to fight to his best to defeat Tenma. I'm sure Mayura is number one cheerleader for Shimon with that ship going on there. And so that's really it for Volume 13. Really strong action sequences and really strong character development for a lot of the side characters, especially for the Heavenly Commanders who are very powerful, but we don't really know much about them in terms of their past and what their deal is in terms of what motivates them as characters. And so for rating for this volume, I'm going to give this one an A- rating. As I said before, really good character developments for some side characters, really strong Rokuro scenes in terms of action sequences. Both he and Kankuro going at their strongest, but Rokuro surpassing Kankuro, surpassing probably like the third or fourth strongest exorcist, in his mind anyway, the way he's trying to gauge each power of the exorcists of all the Heavenly Commanders in order to take on Yuto. Again, that's his biggest goal coming out of this tournament. So sweet heartbreaking moments and flashback sequences along with Iroi, his very sweet moments and the heartbreaking moments with Tenma, and seeing him what he had to go through at a very young age and seeing what motivates him as a character. The strongest characters always have these big tragic things going on in their lives. Kakashi from Naruto really exemplifies that, especially the sort of the forefront of that. One of the stronger characters in this series, minus the protagonist, of course, but still Kakashi went through many tragic things in his life. Even Naruto and Sasuke as well. They went through some tragic things in their lives, and that was sort of motivates them to become stronger in their own life. And so Tenma is that sort of way, as well as many other characters like Rokuro and Kankuro, and that's a bit of a cliche that I kind of would like to get rid of, with the protagonist relating to his adversary multiple times, or his or her adversary, I should say. But it's a big shonen trope that's tried and true, and so I guess, if it works, don't fix it. And so what did you think about this volume? Put your thoughts on the comment section down below. Also make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And subscribe, make sure you have notification bells to get notified when I post videos on this channel. Thank you for watching my manga review for Volume 13 of Twin Star Exorcists. Please have a nice day, and I'll see you in the next video.